Hello friends, and welcome to the weekly moon update. In these videos, we talk about the moon energy for the current week, as well as a little bit of astrology. In this video's case, we are talking about February 2nd through the 8th. We have kind of a big or planetary transition happening this week. It's kind of a continuation of a transformation from last year. So we've got that to talk about. We're kind of having like an in-between moon week this week because we just had our full moon and we're not technically going to have our last quarter moon until next Monday. So we've got a lot to talk about, but not much moon energy for this week. But let's jump into it anyways. So on the day that this is premiering, we are having our big, bright Leo full moon, putting the spotlight on you, highlighting your accomplishments, and helping you get into that vibration and alignment of like, this is what I'm good at. Illuminate something that helps you figure out like how to embody that best self, that highest and best self. So our full moon is happening a couple hours after this video premieres at around 10 o'clock p.m. this evening. So for the entirety of this week, we have a waning gibbous moon because like I said, not until next Monday that we're going to have our last quarter. So we've got a waning gibbous moon for the entirety of this week. So the big transition is happening here on Tuesday. Uranus is going direct. It has been retrograde since September of 2025, and it's stationing direct on February 3rd. So it's stationing direct technically in Taurus because I don't know if you remembered, last year we had the big shift of Uranus into Gemini. So kind of like Neptune did, as we were talking about a couple weeks ago, Neptune dipped its foot into Aries and then kind of stepped back into Pisces again. And now it's officially in Aries. So Uranus is doing the same thing. Last year it dipped its toe into Gemini energy, but it went retrograde and went back into Taurus, which is what Uranus has been in Taurus for the last around 12 years, I think it was. We're kind of familiar with that energy. We're familiar with Uranus and Taurus. And moving into Gemini, the things we kind of started seeing is kind of like political unrest. Uranus is the planet of liberation and freedom. Gemini is a very communicative, ruled by Mercury, communication planet, a communication sign. So this kind of, we saw kind of the unearthing of this underbelly of kind of like what's happening behind the scenes with the powers that be. The people that are in control are being outed, showing that other face, that other side, seeing that other side, that two-facedness of political parties, people in office, businesses. I mean, like Uranus and Gemini had that unearthing or that turning over, flipping of the coin of like, hey, this might look like one thing, but there's this whole other side to it. So Uranus and Gemini starts having those conversations. It starts showing the truth. It starts showing the person behind the mask. You may have experienced this personally in your life of just deciding like, I don't want to wear this mask anymore. I don't want to put on this happy smiley face and when I'm not feeling happy and smiley. So individually we're maybe seeing this kind of liberation of just wanting to be your whole authentic self, showing that other side of yourself that you don't often show to the world. And then collectively, we are seeing the other side of things of unfortunately the ugly side of things in a lot of the cases. Uranus in Gemini is also going to bring very quick advancements in technology, because that's the evolution of technology with Uranus and Gemini communication. However, for right now, it's still back in Taurus. So we're feeling that direct. We're going to feel that shift of Uranus going to direct, but it won't be stepping back into Gemini until April of this year. So for the next few months, we're still going back to our, like literally to our comfort zone. Taurus energy is earth, comfy energy. So a lot was unearthed last year. A lot of the other side of things was revealed. And I think a lot of those things would cause anybody to retreat. Go back into your home, go back into your safe comfort spot. Like, this is too much. Last year and the continuation of 2026, we're gonna keep seeing things that are just like, this is too much. When it does move into Gemini in April, hopefully that's gonna open up the communication about these things. I think we're gonna see more protest, and we're already seeing that, honestly. Like, I mean, I was watching there's horrible things out there in the news right now, and I'm filming this in advance. I have no idea what's going on at the beginning of February, but here in the middle of January when I'm filming this, there's a lot happening in the world, and we're really seeing, personally, I'm really seeing that the two sides of it. I'm having the wonderful experience of the monks walking through the South, walking for peace and spreading this light and spreading these positive messages throughout the South. And then we're seeing all this darkness and these negative stories coming in from the North. And I'm just really seeing that duality coming through at the time that I'm filming this. I don't know what's going to be happening in February, but I think it is a very perfect example of this light and dark duality that Gemini can show us right in our face. But Uranus helps us to shift and change and evolve and recognize that there is not just light and dark, there is everything in between, and there is no good and bad. And so there's just a lot of themes surrounding this. Uranus going direct, I think hopefully we're coming out of the Uranus retrograde with better footing, better groundedness, feeling more stable, because we were so shooken up by the things that were revealed last year and continue to be revealed even to this day. So ground into that Taurus energy. It's so very important to get grounded and centered when we are constantly bombarded with all of this crazy energy. All of the collective energy right now is just very intense. And so Taurus helps us to be the tree, to stand tall and strong and confident, and to remain grounded and centered, so that when Uranus moves into Gemini, we can speak our words effectively and have productive communication, instead of this like very volatile, rightfully angry response and reaction to things. Taurus helps ground us and center us so that we're not being reactive and just instigate, like putting fuel on the fire that's already a dumpster fire. So I don't know, there's big shift happening with Uranus going direct, but I don't think we're really going to feel the like craziness of it, or not craziness, but like Gemini's very volatile. It's very like active. It's like this very strong wind that just like can come at you from all sides. So I don't think we'll really be feeling that until when it moves back into Gemini, because I think Taurus is going to help ground and center us. So we're starting off Monday again with a waning gibbous Leo moon. So we're still hanging out in that Leo full moon energy. And I don't know. I mean, I think that energy is going to kind of be lingering for a while. Leo's fire and power and confidence and self-esteem and feeling motivated and inspired. So we're starting off Monday like with this big fire energy kind of lingering from the full moon Sunday evening. But the moon will transition. The moon will transition later Monday evening around 5:54 p.m. and will officially be in Virgo on at 10:21 p.m. So while I think we have a lot of energy and a lot of light here, your main productive days are probably going to be Tuesday and Wednesday when we move into Virgo. So Leo's like big and bright and in the spotlight, and Virgo helps us kind of like come back down to the ground. And okay, if you want to continue being this highest and best self, let's figure out the things that are going to sustain us on a daily microscopic level so that we can keep this big full moon energy. We can keep this like higher self kind of energy. And Virgo just helps with those regular daily routines, the things that keep you going, the things that like you have in place that like, I don't know, like setting the coffee timer in the morning so that you're saving yourself a few minutes and you can take a few moments to like drink your coffee and wake up and get ready for the day. Just like little things like that, maybe having a hot cup of tea in the evening that helps you settle down and wind down, turning the lights down at night, making sure you have your meals prepped. Virgo is the like daily self-care, self-sustaining health routines that we do throughout the day. So, but Virgo energy is also like checking off all of the things on the to-do list. So that's why I'm saying Tuesday and Wednesday is probably going to be the most productive days of the week, especially with the waning gibbous moon that still has a lot of light, still has a lot of energy. We're not slowing down yet. Even if the moon is decreasing, we're not slowing down yet. That will happen after the last quarter. Thursday, early in the morning, around 4:33 a.m. is when we move into Libra. So while Virgo is very focused on very specific tasks and getting those tasks done, Libra helps us expand, take a step back and look at the things. Have we neglected anything? It helps us like really look at the big picture. It's the scales of justice, so it helps us see two sides of things and understanding everyone's perspectives, making sure everybody feels balanced and taken care of. So I tend to use Libra days, especially a waning gibbous Libra day, where we have a lot of light and have a lot of energy, is taking care of those extra details, wrapping up those loose ends, anything that was neglected, let's take care of it. Something that you've been avoiding, let's take care of it. Let's do the thing. Just, taking care of the things that we need to pay attention to. Also happening while the moon is in Libra, Mercury is transitioning into Pisces. So this is kind of setting the tone for moving from Aquarius season to Pisces season. And I just love, love, love Mercury and Pisces. Mercury and Pisces is Mercury's how we communicate, and Pisces is just so dreamy and like magical and imaginative. Mercury and Pisces is poetic, using your words eloquently, saying what you mean and meaning what you say, but saying it beautifully, musically. I just love Mercury and Pisces. I'd be really interested to see like how many poets have Mercury and Pisces, or like creative writers, because Mercury and Pisces is just so beautiful. And this kind of Libra moon and Mercury and Pisces, like I would love to meet that person. A Libra moon with a Mercury and Pisces person would just be so like hopeless romantic kind of energy. So we'll be in Libra all day Thursday, all day Friday, and then Saturday the moon will start to transition. A little bit of a longer transition from 6:59 a.m. Saturday morning until 2:13 p.m. in the afternoon. And then the moon will move into Scorpio. So are we gonna have another Monday Scorpio? Yes. Oh my God. We have been plagued with these Monday Scorpio moons, and I'm just like, what? You know what? Okay. I'm noticing I'll have to look back on previous years. This does happen occasionally. Like we'll start to see, like we've been seeing a lot of Leo Mondays too. Um, I'll have to look back on previous years. I was gonna say, I wonder if we always have a Scorpio moon in, or Scorpio moon days on Monday in the wintertime. That'd be kind of interesting because it does starting the week off with a water sign does make for a slow start to the week. So I don't know, I was just kind of curious if that is a winter thing, but probably not. Which I guess also means that we have been having a lot of Scorpio Sundays too. With maybe you can have a lazy Scorpio Sunday, especially because we are getting close to that first quarter. Actually, I think this is the last quarter Scorpio moon on Monday. So last quarter Scorpio moons, I should probably save this for next week's video, but like it's been a quarter of a year since Scorpio season, which is kind of crazy to think. And that is more significant for Scorpios because your birthday is your new moon time of year, your dark moon time of year. So slowing down. So if you are a Scorpio, maybe you kind of start to perk up around this time of year because it's your technically your first quarter. So, kind of getting started with your birthday moon cycle. Our card is coming from the Sacred Spirit Oracle by Anna Stark. And we have Birth of Creation. We've got this like bluish green egg, glowy egg. And the keyword is potential growth. Since ancient times, the egg has been a symbol of the universe, creation, and life itself. It's symbolic of the holy resurrection and Trinity, the seed of potential life and luck and wisdom. A representation of womanhood and fertility, eggs need incubation and serve as protection for the growing life within. A gathering of energy, a combination of light and shadow, yin and yang, all meeting in one sacred place, evolving and growing at a rate invisible to the outside world. Like any egg, life can be fragile. Given a sustainable environment, life emerges, cracking and opening its protective layer to witness the outside world. You are also a product of your environment. Everything that is around you is destined to evolve, change, and develop as you grow physically. These environmental influences form a part of your conscious actions as you adapt to the world around you. Spending time with other people can influence your behavior, character, thoughts, and beliefs. Positive or negative, their energy integrates with yours and can affect your choices. Spend more time with people that ignite the fire in your soul rather than those that hold you back from success. Right now, your spirit is asking you to try new routines. Get creative. Create a vision board about what you would like to achieve in life, whether small or large goals, interest, or short or long-term achievements. Take the time to nurture these areas. Birthing new ideas and projects now will bring many blessings. Family matters. Children and fertility are in focus now. Seek professional advice to maintain or provide a sustainable and healthy environment. If you are preparing to start or add to your family, your physical issues and emotional matters need to be addressed now. The crystal they recommend is kunzite, and the archangel is Jophiel, family harmony and nurture life. And the affirmation is, I adapt lovingly to new environments. I nurture new life with love. So this is a really interesting card to get while we're having this like significant Uranus transformation. And the message that I'm getting from this card and this image of the egg is like having our small little communities being our safe little bubble from which to nurture, because in that perspective, in that protective place, you can feel safe to grow and evolve compared to like putting yourself out into the big wide scary world and just feeling like you're going to shatter. I think I don't know, I'm seeing this vision of like little bubbles all around the world, like all of these different communities coming together and having that light radiate outwards, very much like the image on this card of just we need to stick together in a community. Again, we cannot go back into hermit mode and isolate. We need to connect to one another for so many different reasons, but especially for us in this community, is needing to feel safe to talk about these transformations that we are going through, these spiritual transformations, these ascensions that we are active. Like we've been in the shift for a while. Like it's happening, and the real world like almost doesn't really feel real anymore. And so I think eventually these smaller communities where spirituality and psychic gifts and being a weirdo is going to eventually radiate and ripple outward. So people aren't going to feel afraid to be themselves anymore. Our chakra card is tenderness. There is strength in softness and softness in strength. You have learned to demonstrate both with such agility and grace. Your capacity to love knows no boundaries, which grants you the spaciousness to give and receive love freely. Rise in love, stand in love, expand in love, be in love. Love is the core and the essence of who you are. Let your tenderness show in all you do. Be a gentle voice in the world, a tender touch, a warm embrace, and a soft whisper. This is obviously a heart chakra card. The crystal they recommend is pink tourmaline, and the herb is cayenne. Interesting. I wouldn't consider cayenne a tender herb at all. And our crystal is celestite. It connects you to your higher self and calls in your angels. In fact, this crystal grants direct access to the angelic realms and the Akashic records. Celestite activates the throat chakra, connecting you with your truth and authentic voice. It reminds you that no matter where you are on your journey, your angels are with you, providing love, healing, and support. The affirmation is, my angels are always by my side. And I want to put all of these cards together because they have this very beautiful, like blue, green, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra kind of energy to it. And I think the cards are really speaking to the like the need. I think our last lessons of Uranus and Taurus are going to help us remember when we are feeling disrupted to come back to being grounded and centered so that when we are reacting, we're reacting from a strong and stable place so that we're speaking our truth, we're seeing our truth, we're speaking our truth and communicating it effectively. Because when we react emotionally, we say the wrong thing, we do the wrong thing, we act without thinking. Getting grounded and centered in this place, like I just keep seeing this vision of like a tree trunk and how strong and stable that tree trunk is, which is really the energy of like Taurus. Taurus energy is very tree for me. So like I'm just seeing the vision of this standing strong with a tree trunk at your back, standing tall and using our voices effectively to create change in a grounded, stable, and like divine way so that we're speaking from a perspective of spirit and not our overly emotional, reactive human selves. There was a period of time that we were getting celestite a lot, and when that happens, I think it's like somebody in this community like really needs to get some celestite, and I'm wondering if it's been a while since we've gotten this gemstone card. I'm wondering if any of you out there did in fact get celestite and have worked with it. So like let me know in the comments if you've worked with celestite. Please let me know in the comments that you made it all the way through. Put a blue heart in the comments that you made it all the way through this video. And because liking, commenting, and all of that good stuff like helps more people like you find these videos. And like I said in this video, I think it's really important that we're sticking close together with our communities and, you know, like holding, joining hands and encouraging each other and lifting each other up. So if you know somebody that would love to join the Wonderland community, please share these videos. If you know somebody who wants to follow the moon and wants permission to just be a weirdo and to go with those cycles and flow, and I'd really love if you could share. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. Won't you help to sing